Hello and welcome to Gardening with Ben, and in today's video we're going to be showing you how to plant bulbs, and these are the spring bulbs, how to plant spring bulbs, and we're going to show you step by step the best way to plant them. If you've not seen my video on the benefits of planting spring bulbs, check that out after this video. I'll pop a little card up above so that you can go and check it out and watch that afterwards, as spring bulbs are very important for the garden, especially for the bees. So give that video a watch and let's get cracking. So it's now autumn and it is the best time to plant the spring bulbs, especially your daffodils, hyacinths, alliums, crocuses, snowdrops. Don't plant your tulips until the end of October, as they could get fungal diseases and you wouldn't want to lose the tulips that you planted. So let's see what we're planting today. So the spring bulbs that we are planting today are crocuses, alliums, some drumstick alliums, hyacinths, snowdrops and blue grape hyacinths. Plus we also have some mixed daffodils what we can plant as well. So fingers crossed, this area that we're going to be planting them in is a new area which I've designed, and it was like a rockery type area. So we're going to be planting all these in this area. So fingers crossed, come spring it will look perfect. So the first thing we're going to do first is place all the bulbs where we want them. It's best to design it while the bulbs are out on the top of the ground, so that you can think about where you're going to have the bulbs growing, depending on the height and when they come out in flower. So we've now positioned all of the bulbs. We've got the drumstick alliums at the back, we've got the alliums, the normal ones, in front of them, then the daffodils in front of those. Then we've got a big bulk of daffodils in that area there because I think it'll look nice. And then we've got the hyacinths, we've got the crocuses, we've got the blue hyacinths, and then we've got the snowdrops in front of them. So I'll take a picture of them, and then obviously I'll remember where to plant the tulips, because I'm going to plant the tulips just behind the daffodils in front of the alliums, as I think the colours will go nice together, because tulips come out a bit later and the alliums will be out later as well, so they'll probably go well together. So yeah, the next job is to plant them. One of the main things to check when you're buying bulbs is that the bulbs are firm and hard. You do not want squashy bulbs, as this will probably mean that they're rotten and they will not grow. Also, when you're planting bulbs, you need to make sure that the pointed bit of the bulb is at the top. That's where obviously it flowers from, and the roots come from the bottom. So the pointed end needs to go up. If you're unsure, plant the bulb sideways and then it will grow upwards, rather than planting it upside down and it growing down and then back up. So that is a key factor to that. When you're planting bulbs, you need to plant the bulbs at least 3 times deeper than the bulb itself. So that needs to go another 2 bulbs above, so it's got to go quite deep. The bigger they are, the deeper they'll have to go. Obviously if they're small bulbs, they won't need to go as deep, but you can still plant them a bit deep so that you can plant stuff on top of it in future. So we've now dug a hole for our daffodil bulb, and like I said, as the daffodil bulb is quite tall, it will need to go at least 2 or 3 times the depth of the bulb, and you just pop it in, make sure that it's facing upwards. You can put some bulb starter in the bottom if you want to give it that extra push towards flowering really well, or you can just feed it afterwards when it's growing. So yeah, it's as simple as that. So let's get on with planting all the bulbs. So that is it, all the bulbs are now planted in the ground, so it's a case of sitting back waiting for spring to come to see the blooms. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they look like. Fingers crossed they all come. So one thing to remember when growing bulbs is that when they die, don't cut them down. Wait until they've died back fully before cutting them down, because the strength from the plant, goes back into the bulb and gives it its energy ready for growing next year. So that is one key tip. So thanks for watching this video on how to plant your spring bulbs, from tulips, hyacinths, snowdrops, crocuses, hyacinths, I think I've said hyacinths. So yeah, make sure you click that subscribe button to stay up to date, and so that you come back next year and see what the spring blooms look like. Feel free to check out my website as well below in the link, and join me on my socials as well. The links are below for that. So thanks for watching, and remember, keep gardening.
Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, which you can subscribe to, and they are all Gardening with Ben. I also have my own website which you can go and visit, which is www.gardenandallotment.com. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more videos.